Shall this computer must have known that the video that I was about to do was ghetto because I literally did about 8 takes and deleted them before I could get it right. Oh my goodness. Anywho, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. That means you're liking the video. I need all the likes I could get, so make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's number one. Number two, like I told you guys in my last video, I ordered my mic. I ordered my mic. The mic, the computer that the mic is compatible to, which is the computer that you guys see me go live off of, that mic is not compatible to this computer where I do pre-recorded videos. So I had to order another mic. Please be patient. In any event, I just found out within like my last 4 videos how low my videos sound. So please do me the courtesy of just turning me up to 100 on your TV, on your laptop, on your phone, because I'm going to speak as loud as I can, which presents no issue for me because I'm a loud bitch anyway, especially when I'm riled up. And this topic is probably going to get me riled up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys tuned into my show reviews, my show assessments rather, and they're more like character assessments for the shows that I watch. So you should be all caught up on Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. I did character assessments for those shows. Okay, so your behind should have watched those 2 videos already. This video is a character assessment video for the Baddies East on the Zeus Network. So once again, character assessment videos is not me actually going through the entire episodes. It's actually just giving you a rundown of the characters on the show and letting you know what I think of them thus far. I think it will come to a point where I am there reviewing the episode per se, but it's been too many episodes of these shows and I don't feel like going all the way back. And if I start from right now, I'm still going to have to go back because while I'm telling you something about the episode and I'm blacking on a character, you're going to be like, well, Deja, what happened prior to that that's making you speak that way? And I'm going to have to end up going back in the story anyway. So it makes no sense. So to debunk all of that, I'm just going to do the character assessments in these videos, and you check them out. And if this makes you want to go and watch the show and you haven't normally been watching it, please feel free. If this just gives you an idea of what I'm watching, please feel free. If you just like the fact that I'm a theatrical nut bitch and you like to see me do these videos, hey, stay tuned in. Please stay tuned in all the way until the end, because like I tell you guys, please do not text me or call me or DM me or anything else about my reviews. Leave your comments here at the end of the video or during the time that you're watching the video. Okay? Secondly, if you stay to the end, I want to hear all your feedback. Did you think I hit it on the nail? Do you think I need to revisit some of my thoughts and feelings about some of these folks on the shows? I mean, was I so far away from the truth that it's a damn shame you don't think I'm watching the show? Like, let me know what you think. I welcome more feedback, which is why I do these videos. I have these conversations in so many different spaces that I like to go live and do it like this. Like I said, after the new year, I'm going to get StreamYard, and you guys are going to be able to call in when I go live, and we're going to really get to talk about some stuff, okay? But for now, we're just doing the videos, getting them out the way. Today is about Baddies East, okay? So let's do a rundown, right? Because I think initially on the show, it was 15 participants, 15 women, right? So really the gist of the show is Natalie Nunn is one of the top, is the only top B on the show, and she kind of brings folks to be underneath her as like housemaids or something like that, house mothers or something like that, because she's there, but then sometimes you have to separate the girls, or sometimes a girl needs to be babysat, and so she brings other girls in. In this case, because I remember, I think that was last season, she had Miss Cat for Stunner Girl, and now this season she has Sky from Black Ink for the other ladies. So she does bring folks under her that will kind of help keep the house in order. But then there's the other girls who is up and is stuck. Like, this is the Bad Girls Club, right? Okay, got it. There are some girls who are initially there, right? And you see them, you meet them, they all go into the house, yada, yada, yada. Of course, it's like prior beef and stuff. They know each other from the internet, so it's a whole bunch of shit popping and diving on and so on and so forth. So let's get started with who the original cast was, right? So the original cast was Natalie Nunn, Krishan Rock, Stunner Girl, Woe Vicky, Saya, DJ Sky, Rolly, Scotland, Sky, as I said, Camilla, Mariah Lynn, T, Taseki, Anna Mac, Smiley, and that's it. That was the original cast, right? So far, who's gone? I'm not even going to talk about them because they're no longer here. Is Krishan Rock, Stunner Girl, Woe Vicky, and Saya. Right? I wasn't really clear on people's departure. I know Stunner Girl had a lot to say on the internet after she left about the Zeus Network as a whole. Krishan, of course, I think left to have the baby. Saya, I wasn't really clear. She missed her grandmother. I don't know what took place with that, but she's no longer on the show. And Woe Vicky wasn't built for that environment. Woe Vicky was not built for that environment. And because so, when it came time for her to be violent, belligerent, disrespectful, and every other trashy thing that you can be as a woman on the Zeus Network, she was not with it. So she ended up leaving. I don't remember how because I didn't really have her to think about. Anywho, so who's there, right, is, hold on. God bless me. Ooh. My nose keeps running. I knew because I had to sneeze. Okay, so who's there, who's left is DJ Sky, In and Out. I can't. DJ Sky, Rolly, Scotty, Sky, Camilla, Mariah Lynn, T, Taseki, Anna Mac, right? And Smiley. These are the people that's there thus far. So let me just give you a rundown on my character assessment of those folks, and then I'll let you guys know who got added into the equation, right? DJ Sky. DJ Sky is in and out. She's not a permanent cast member. They just see her at the clubs because she's their DJ when they go to the club, so on and so forth. I cannot stand DJ Sky. I think that her and Krishan, from when I reviewed the Krishan and Blueface show, I feel like her and Krishan were like a side couple, and I think that's what caused Blueface and Krishan to have that explosive fight on the show, because he was saying she was kissing a girl. That was the only girl they showed Krishan kissing. So I think she was only even allotted to be on the show originally because she was supposed to be Krishan's babysitter, and also I think she was Krishan's lover. To me, what I don't like is she's such a punk that she will uphold Krishan and her bullshit, and she'll uphold anybody else in their bullshit because she just don't want no problems. So whenever something gets said, no matter how wrong it is, she like, yeah, that's what's up. You should do that. Knowing that it's fucking wrong, but I'm just going to say that it's right because you think it's right, and I don't want you diving on me. So DJ Sky gets on my fucking nerves. Anna Mac, who is one of the new girls that came this season that I really like, was all motherfucking DJ Sky head top, okay? I enjoyed that. But again, and she was scared. She was scared. And again, Krishan wasn't there, so, really had her even more nervous. I don't have DJ Sky to think about, so not seeing her as much was flattering to me. Again, they only see her at the clubs, right? Rolly. Okay. Let's talk Rolly, right? Let's talk Rolly. In my opinion, Natalie Nunn does an immaculate job of recruiting folks who you can see are a lot less fortunate than she has been. Now, granted, I don't know what Natalie Nunn's life was like before Bad Girls Club and before she got any money or became a D-list celebrity, so I don't know. But you can look at Natalie Nunn right now and see she's getting some money, right? And Bad Girls Club, from what I remember, she didn't come there looking terrible. I mean, she ain't look like no celebrity or she was making billions of dollars, but she didn't come there looking as though she came from a less fortunate home. Rolly gives me that she comes from a less fortunate home. And I'm not saying that to be judgmental. That's just the way she appears, right? Her appearance, her lack of effort put in her appearance makes me feel like there's some mental health issues, which she has shared on the show, so I knew I wasn't wrong. And just the way she conducts herself, period, gives me the impression that she comes from a very violent background, a less fortunate background. And I don't just mean less fortunate in the sense that they was broke. Not only that, I think it just was a lot of things as a family unit that she may have lacked. So a lot of her behaviors on the show, especially this season, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't pay much attention to her before on the other seasons, except for last season when she was fighting with Stunner Girl, and this season more so. And then even like I heard she was on, I think the Jerry Springer, the Maury Povich show. I don't know. I can't keep up. It's just again, she just does not physically look good, and I don't think she doesn't look good because she doesn't have a lot of money. I think she doesn't look good because she doesn't try. That's how I feel. I feel like you don't try. I feel like a lot of times your skin doesn't look good because you don't have a skincare regimen. I think your teeth didn't look good because you didn't have an oral care regimen. I think you just look absolutely crazy. And again, looking crazy does not mean you're broke. It does not mean you're broke, because even broke, you can still make yourself presentable. And I'm not going to lie, take it a little personal when plus size women don't put any effort into the way that they look, right? Because I think that folks automatically expect, because you're a plus size woman, for you to look a certain type of way. No, we give a fuck about being pretty just like the rest of the world. And it shows when we put effort into that. So I looked at a lot of things that she would do, like case in point, you constantly getting into fights, getting your wig yanked off, and then you walking around a whole episode with either a ripped off stocking cap or your hair standing on top of your head, or why? So that irritated me initially, right? Last season, when she was on there with Stunner Girl, I wasn't so much irritated with her then, because last season she gave me a little bit more sensible, right? So she gave me kind of like, I can be a piece of work to keep my spot here on the show, but when it comes down to it, I can think rational, right? So I'm like, okay, Rolly. I felt like that last season, right? This season, I know she's had some cosmetic procedures. I know allegedly she's supposed to be coming out with her own show, so I don't know. And it looks like they were trying to make her like the star, one of the stars of this season. So I don't know if because of that sensible Rolly that can kind of have some rational decision making, she didn't show up this season. Monique from Precious showed up this season. That's who I saw, Precious's mother. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. She was very mean. She was very aggressive. She was very disrespectful. She was very bullyish. And it annoyed me because on top of that, you look absolutely fucking nuts. You look crazy. You look absolutely fucking nuts. And I'm looking at this girl like, is everything okay? Like, why are you? And then even the times that she alluded to dressing up, it was like, so I can't. I paid attention to, let me not lie, I didn't pay too much attention to because I don't know in detail, but I do know that she was like having like a BBL and then having another BBL. Like, I wasn't sure. What I always suggest to people, if you're coming from being extremely heavy, which means like maybe you were anywhere between 275 and up, right? That's considered morbidly obese. I would know my highest was 297. I suggest going in an order that's going to make your body look like you've gotten some good work done, right? So like I shared, and you guys go check that out. I just put as my staple video, my panniculectomy video, talking about the procedures that I've had. And I'm going to drop the last lap, which is the third lap of this whole race of my cosmetic surgeries, because I'm done with that part. And now it's just up to me to do my part, because I'm shaped and sculpted the way I want to be as far as doctors go. But I always share with people, like, I know Rolly initially got weight loss surgery. I've had that in 2015. After that, there is some hanging skin and blah, blah, blah from losing weight so rapidly. Me, I was fortunate enough for my insurance to be able to get a panniculectomy, which eliminated some of the hanging skin, which was the fupa. I know some people, as a Rolly, she may not have, or maybe she does, I don't know. Maybe she's paying out of pocket, but she may have wanted to get a tummy tuck and then get a BBL. The reason why I was suggesting going in order is because what I was shared with from medical professionals is that your body won't look the way you want it to look because you didn't follow the proper procedures, which is lose the weight, cut off the skin, suck it in, lift it out, and boom, bam, bam, right? So I had to lose the weight first. I had to cut off the excess skin, and then I had to go in and get the lipo and get the booty and make it all come together, right? After that, all you do is work out and maintain a certain weight, eat a certain way, and you going to look the way you need to look. What I will say is this: from looking at Rolly, I think she's doing it ass backwards. where it looked like she may have had the BBL first, as opposed to actually losing the optimum amount of weight. So it, whenever Rolly got dressed, the internet was on fire. The internet was on fire. The shorts. They said burn the shorts. And I mean, I don't want to participate in making fun of another plus size woman, but I was just looking like, once again, like I said from the beginning, did you put any effort into this? Because you look absolutely fucking nuts. You look crazy. You know, and then I don't know what's going on, both the feet, and one is dragging, and what is happening there? What is going on? So I mean, those physical things on top of the nasty attitude, the disrespect, the bullying, I just cannot stomach her. I cannot. And I always try for fellow plus size sisters because we see each other, but I don't see you, Rolly. I don't see you. If you're going to continue like this, it's almost leading towards I don't like you. But in any event, that's a character on the show. I mean, I guess. Right, Scotty. There is word on the curb, and this don't shock me because when you look at his woman, you could kind of see what area he's in with his long, doofy, creepy, crawl looking ass. Anyway, they said word on the curb is the Zeus CEO allegedly is messing with Scotty. Let me plumber. Allegedly, right? Let me continue to say that. His woman, Janisha, is who you guys see at the Zeus auditions. She's the other person with the celebrity at the reunions. I mean, they appear to be very happy. I think they were even engaged. So to know that we are building this empire, quote unquote, together, and you're here fucking one of the employees, would have had my fucking head spin around 4 times like I was having an exorcism. But from what I hear, she may have some Bayesian man where she live, and that's why every minute she run into her country. I don't know. What I will say is this: I like them together as a couple, and I think that Scotty is just enough white trash, no shade, to fuck the CEO of Zeus. She gives me Mariah Lynn. I came from the back of where Eminem lived and where they filmed 8 Mile. So whatever I could get to go wherever I need to go, I'm going to take it. And if she is screwing him, it's unfortunate because Scotty looks very cheap and very trashy. You don't look like you're screwing the CEO of one of the major streaming networks. I'm sorry. But in any event, like I said, that's allegedly. We don't know if that's happening. That's just the word in the curve. As far as she goes, I can't stomach her either because I do not like the picking and the choosing. I'll never be a fan of the picking and the choosing. And I said that in another video about Cam when I heard the way he cursed out Melissa Ford, but then he calculated how he would address Joe Buttons if he even addressed him at all. And you guys make sure you come back to me with your homework to let me know if that ever happened. Because Cam, my Aquarius, I'm disappointed in you about the way that whole situation went. But I'm a little hyped for you because I seen you with Nia Long at the Rich Porter party. So I'm like, okay, Rich Paul, whatever his name is, Adele, man. You know, so I'm easing off you. But let me know if he ever addressed Joe Buttons, because he damn sure got with Melissa Ford 10 times over. Anywho, the whole point I was making was that Scotty is picking and choosing, so Natalie is being disrespectful to you, bullying you, and doing all this bullshit for no reason, and you bow down, but then you start picking on other people, which is why Anna Mac was on your motherfucking head top. Bitch, don't play with me. And I liked every bit of that. So anyway, I didn't have Sky to think about, but she's there. She's one of the old people. Again, they said she's screwing the CEO. She starts unnecessary fights every now and again. I mean, I could do without her, but hey, she's there, right? If you just got here, hey, go and like the video. Go hit the thumbs up, like the video. If you're not a subscribe to the channel. Stick around so you can give me all your feedback after you hear the rest of this video, okay? Camilla. So I know Camilla. So I don't know how many more seasons Bad Girls Club had after I stopped watching, but I was still watching when Camilla came on, and I loved Camilla. So I actually followed her on Instagram. I had no idea, unless, I don't know, I was missing her post. I had no idea she was going to be on the Baddies. So I was like, oh my God, hey, Camilla. I understand, right? Number one, times are hard. Let's be very clear. Times are hard. So if you are not rich, you're poor. That's the long and the short of it, right? If you're not rich, you're poor. I work every day, and in my mind, because I'm not waking up and going and getting in my fucking swimming pool outside of my bedroom, I'm poor. Okay? That's the long and the short of it for me, right? So if you're not rich, you're poor. Okay? What it looks like with Camilla is I don't know what she's done since the Bad Girls Club other than have children, and I don't know how kind life has been to her. So it doesn't really look like from her appearance on the show that she really has any I'm ready to be on TV money. So let me tell you what I'm ready to be on TV money looks like, right? I'm ready to be on TV money looks like a hood celebrity. Okay, hood celebrities usually got all the drip under the sun. They know about the latest jewelry. They keep a mean wig, haircut, whatever the case may be, and they got a good old ride. Now, granted, when you get on TV and start receiving more checks, then you get even more lit. So my watch may go from it may go from a freaking, depending on how much you getting, a rollie to an Audemars. You know, you're gonna up the ante, but you probably starting on the show with a rollie. You know what I'm saying? That's like the hood rich, right? That is what's ready for TV, right? Because when you go on those shows, you're gonna be standing next to folks who have already been there, and they're gonna look way more glamorous than you if you're not hood rich and ready for TV. If that makes sense, right? So, like case in point, I am a person who likes to look cute, right? All the time. But right now, while I'm trying to get all my Christmas gifts away and I'm trying to get prepared for my birthday, I'm not thinking about looking glamorous because February is on my mind. So if you guys see, my nails isn't done. I have no lashes on my eyebrows. It's not done. Because right now, I'm prepping for my birthday. That lets you know I'm not hood rich. That lets you know I'm not hood rich. Because if I was hood rich, it would not matter what time of the motherfucking year it was. I would be, my brother is dumb. I would be ready to roll, docked and stocked, boom, 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 right? And again, you get there when the time is right. You get to be rich as you need to be. I'm working towards. But in any event, the whole point of me saying that was that, Camilla just looked like to me, I'm just a good mom at home minding my business. So standing next to a girl named T, where T kind of gives you a little bit more of a hood rich kind of girl, Camilla looks really like shabby and old, in all fairness to her, it don't look like she's had any lipo. She doesn't have a BBL. It looks like she had her own regular hair. She didn't give you that tint of fabulosity. That means you're ready for TV. And again, I'm not mad at her for that. It was so evident when she's standing next to a T or a Sky. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. But I feel like, Camilla is here and she's going to get her weight up and do what she needs to do. What I like about her on the show is she's showing up how I thought Rolly was going to show up. So she on her grown woman. She on her, listen. That wasn't cool what you did yesterday. Let me keep it real with you. She's really on her grown up. Like, I already did Bad Girls Club, so I don't have time to be running up and down fighting with y'all, but I can be like the house mom and give you guys some good feedback and show you how to move in a room full of vultures. I like Camilla there. I also hope that the fabulosity gets up and we get to see her in all her splendor because she's pretty. She's pretty and she's very likable. So I like Camilla there. Mariah Lynn. Okay. Hilla Willa bringing back her Rowan. What did I tell you guys? I told you guys that I personally, ever since 2011, I have been locked into reality TV. No, I'm lying. Prior to that, I'll take it all the way back to 2006 because I was watching A Flavor of Love. But the reality TV, and I guess it was where I was in my life because at that point I was like a year before my healing journey started. So it must have been where I was in my life. I started watching Love and Hip Hop in 2011. I've been hooked ever since because in my mind, those reality shows, Married to Medicine, Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives, they all allow me to see that I'm not the only one that need my heart healed. Everybody else in the world needs it as well. And they show me the behaviors, and in my mind, I'm healing their heart through the screen. Like, that's just why I love them, right? It's my guilty pleasure. So I know Mariah Lynn very well. Very fucking well. I was there when she went with the stint with Rich Dollar. I was there with the stint with what was the friend name that she tried to mess with too. I was there when she was trying to fight what's the doll name? Asian doll? Something doll. My girl from the Bronx, Sabitha. Something doll. Her, like, I've seen Mariah when she was with DJ Self with the Gwinnett team, and I've seen Mariah is hand in hand. Her and Scotty might be cousins. Her and Scotty might be cousins, and they may be direct descendants of Eminem when he was in 8 Mile. Mariah move. Mariah move. Mariah is the scariest person on reality TV, but she knows how to perform in order to get spots, in order to receive checks. So I give her that. Right? She's been on Marriage Boot Camp with Rich Dollars. She's been able to finagle her way in, but really and truly, I don't got Mariah to fucking think about, and I really didn't want to see her on the screen. But she's here now nonetheless. Anyway, it's the same role as before. You scary motherfucking Sherry, but every time you get an opportunity to turn up on somebody who you might not be as scared of as you are the rest of the girls, you're going to try your hand because you need your spot. Mariah, go home and take Scotty with you back to the fucking trailer park. Anywho, who else is there? T. Like I said a little while ago, right? T can definitely give you some hood rich bravado, right? She looked the part, right? Her hair looked really good, her outfits look really good, her skin looks good, her teeth look good. You know, she T looked good, right? I just personally didn't feel anything genuine from T. And I didn't like that, right? So I'll give you an example. I'm a very jokey person. Anybody that knows me, that's part of, I'm not sure. That's part of me doing these videos, is because you guys get to see my personality. Like yesterday, I'm tearing Jonathan Major's ass up about his Candyman trench coat, his Chelsea boots, him sprinting through Soho. Like, I'm jokey, right? But I'm also genuine. I'm also genuine. So if you and I had the opportunity to really engage with one another, you will see that I'm jokey, but you will also see that I have a very deep and genuine side to me, and that shows up just as much as my jokey side shows up, right? So if I was on that show, I wouldn't be able to hide some of my motherly skill sets. So I would probably be there making jokes about the fights, but then I will also have a part of me where I'm having serious conversations with certain cast members about the dangers of being so violent, you know, the bullying, the disrespect, because it's just who I am. That's genuinely me, right? What I got or didn't get from T was, I felt like everything was just about, let me hurry up and make a joke or do something silly so you guys could think that I'm cool, and it's, but I don't really know if that's who you are. I didn't get that. I didn't get I didn't I didn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't connect. And that shocked me because, again, I come from a jokey, like, I come from a family full of comedians. Like, if you're around my family, there's no way it's not going to be any joke cracking. So anytime I detect any comedian and anybody else, even if it's on TV, I'm like, oh my God, like, there's something there that makes me like you. For whatever reason, I was like, are you really this, like, jokey, playful, sweet kind of girl that just want to be happy and have fun? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And if I'm being honest and fair to T, right? And let me be very honest and fair. It was not nothing really done per se, right, for me to be able to solidify what I was feeling, which is why I kind of kept those thoughts and feelings to myself, because it would be different if it's like, well, remember she did blah blah blah, and that solidified what I was already thinking. The only thing that she did that annoyed me was, you wasn't feeling good, stay the fuck home. Like, that's what annoyed me. But I just feel like you're not that, like, laughy, jokey, try to make it seem like I'm just a comedian, I just want to be pretty and have fun, I love pretty girls, and I don't really buy it. I don't really buy it. And again, I'm watching you through the screen. So it could be just the 93 seconds that I'm getting of you every week that's making me feel that way. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get roped in. And I also say that because she has a podcast. And I seen she had Anna Mac as a guest, and she was up there one time with her mom, and then she was up there. Even watching the podcast, I don't know. I don't know. It could be just me, but I just was looking at her like, okay, bitch, touche. Like, yeah, I didn't get that warm, jokey. Girls just want to have fun. Okay, let me see how far down she is, because then I can bring her up to kind of show you. She's next. She's next. So, okay, so I'll use Taseki. Taseki and Sky are two women on the show that I get a warm, laughy, jokey. I really just want to have fun and love pretty girls. Like, I got that from them. I even kind of could get it in a little twisted way from Nut Ass Anna Mac. I got that. For whatever reason from T, I didn't get it. So I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. She might just have to grow on me. Another one that I loved was the one last season. I thought she was coming back this season. She was really good too. Krishan had dived on her in the beginning of last season. I'm gonna get her name. She was another one who I got that pretty girl jokey. I just want to have fun. I don't want no problems. I ain't trying to be no hater. Like, I got that from Taseki, from Scott. I didn't buy it from T. So, it could be just me, but I wasn't sold on T. But I did think I do think she's a nice looking girl, and I think that she did have the things that was needed to be on TV, right? Taseki, Taseki is a very pretty girl, right? She's a very pretty girl, but Taseki's attitude and actions made her hands down gorgeous. Like, it elevated her beauty 100 notches up. Like, because what I saw was with Taseki was that, don't get me wrong, I was raised in this type of environment, i.e. Krishan's environment, but I do have that side of me that's human. And because that side is there just as much as the Krishan family side is, I know how to also bring that into any situation. And a lot of times she showed that she was not one to be motherfucking played with, but she also showed in a lot of instances that I'm human. And I really, really fell in love with Taseki for that. So I love Taseki. I think she should be on every show. I like the fact that she stood up for herself. She was nothing to play with, but she also showed that, listen, when the time comes, I know I don't need the bully and bash. I can still be me, stand up for myself, and not have to try to mistreat anybody else in the process and still get to this motherfucking bag. And see, that's the whole reason I was watching this show, because I thought it was going to be, okay, you got your little drama, but then you got bitches trying to be cute and get to that bag with the drama. I'm for all of that cute, get to the bag. When the drama override the cute, get to the bag, I'm like, which is why this is you guys' first time hearing me talk about this, because really and truly, I'm like, they get on my nerves, and every minute is bullying and picking on, and that aggravates me. Next was Anna Mac. Like I just said to you guys about her earlier, I like Anna. I like Anna because Anna gave me the same feel Taseki and Sky gave me, which is, no, I was raised in an environment where it can be lit. I'm not telling you that it won't be lit. It can be lit in a New York minute, but I'm also human. So I know how to chill sometimes and be like, all right, bitch, go ahead. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Anna just gives me young, wild, fiery, but with a heart. So I like Anna Mac. I like her a lot. I think that she brings an element to the show that, it's like, it makes it funny, because a lot of her fights too be like wild fights where she running all over the place and doing these wild drop kicks. And, so she brings what it looked like I think T was trying to bring that didn't land. Right. And also another thing I didn't like was, I think that Anna Mac initially I'm gonna see if I'm right about this one. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. Initially before the show, I guess Anna knew that T was gonna be on the show. So, I guess Anna would start some trouble with her, right? But when they got on the show, I guess Anna might have assessed like, oh nah, she cool. So Anna didn't bother her no more on the show. In any event, they was fairly cool on the show, which made on T's podcast, she invited Anna to come on the podcast. But just the way she was questioning Anna, again, like I said, it didn't give me like Girl, you tried to play in my face. We became cool vibes. It gave me, yeah. What you was saying, bitch? Cause I ain't forget. And it was like, well, why are you giving off that vibe if we was cool the whole show and now I'm on your podcast? And you can see Anna felt that, but she was trying to like see like, am I getting that or not? Cause she was like, she'll make it joke like, my bad, I ain't mean to do that, and then she's still looking at her, and it was still met, but you did. I don't know. T didn't land the plane for me, but I like Anna. I like Anna. Smiley. Now, what I will say about Smiley, that I was trying to it's what I was trying to tell you guys that Rolly wasn't doing. The way Smiley dressed and Smiley's choice of makeup is not my choice per se, but Smiley puts effort and I like that. Right? Which, like I said, for me, it didn't look like Rolly was putting much effort. Where you can see with Smiley, when she wasn't in the middle of a fucking tussle, which was every minute, she actually was putting some effort into the way she looked. So I like that about Smiley being another plus size woman. The only thing is that Smiley should have left with Wovicky. Smiley should have left with Wovicky, because the way that they held it on Smiley throughout from the first episode up until now is nasty. It's nasty. I don't like it. I don't like it. That level of bullying, I do not like it. And of course, again, remember, your girl Mariah is trying to get a name for herself. So because she got a few people on her side, she's trying to continue to be on the show. So she's a part of it. And granted, let me be fair. I'm not going to say Smiley didn't do bullshit that caused this on her. I get all of that. But like what Taseki did, when you see a person really don't want no smoke, let it go. Let it go. That's not cool to go beyond that point. For anybody, I don't care what happened. If you see a person, I don't give a fuck how much a person could be talking about my mother up a storm, calling all types of wishing death on her. If when I see you in person and I dive on you and I'm not getting any type of energy back, like you're trying to even defend yourself, I'm done with it. Fuck you, say what you want, I'm done. Because to continue is bullying, and it does not look good. It just doesn't look good. And the way that Smiley got treated, I just did not like it. So I feel like, Smiley should have left with Wovicky because she could not handle it. But to some degree, I can't even say that because she's still around. So maybe she can, and I call that like, I call it the wounded dog syndrome. You know how like you see, well, I don't know if you guys know, I'm from New York, right? Brooklyn to be exact. In Brooklyn, you used to, I don't know if now, because I don't see them more so now, because now everybody fucking owns them. That's another video. But you used to back in the days, cause every now and again run into a stray dog, right? So say like you walk with a guy, he walk you home, you see a stray dog. Of course, because they don't want the dog to attack you, the guy start acting retarded, chasing the dog, throwing bottles at it and stuff like that, right? And you can see the fear in the dog and the dog running and all of that, right? That's what I feel when people get bullied and they don't like do anything or defend themselves or fight back. It gives me like the wounded dog syndrome, like you just letting somebody chase you and beat you and you're just taking it because what else could you do? So I just didn't like seeing that. I'm not a fan of any form of violence and definitely not bullying. So that turned me off, and I just feel like Smiley should just go home because like they said, you have a son and your family don't even need to see you getting treated like this. Like this is ugly. So I didn't like that. I think Smiley should go home. So now 2 more people came in the house because remember I told y'all, Krishan, Stunner Girl, Wovicky, and Saya left. So 2 more people came to replace them, which is E.T., aka Scarface, aka Biggie's left nipple, and aka Rolly's left nipple. I'm sorry. And the other person that came besides E.T., aka Scarface, is Biggie. I swear to God, I didn't want to see Biggie again. Initially, I didn't want to see Biggie again. I did not want to see Biggie again. Soon as I heard, look at the I was like, I did not want to see Biggie again because Biggie wore me fuck out last season with the English, then the Spanish, then the crying, then the chasing Tommy around, then the being scared. She wore me out. But Biggie turned it around for me because I feel like Biggie came this time with a plan to not let them run her the fuck out of there this time. And Biggie is standing 10 toes down on that. Right? She came in the door fighting and she been fighting ever since. And every time they try to tell her to go, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. They keep me. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So even though I didn't want to see her, a part of me now wants to see her because I'm proud of her for standing up for herself. Also, I see because she's standing up for herself, she's getting less bullied than she would normally be thus far. So I'm a little bit here for Biggie. I'm not here for the code switching of the languages whenever you get ready, even though I'm half Panamanian. Cut that fuck out. But I'm a little bit here. I won't lie. I'm a little bit here for Biggie. I didn't know I would be, right? Because she irked every bone in my body last season. But where there's life, there's hope and it can be changed, right? So I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit here for Biggie this season. I'm a little bit here for Biggie. I also feel like she is showing Smiley what it looks like to stand up for yourself, right? So I'm a little bit here for Biggie. I'm a little bit here for Biggie. Okay, E.T., aka Scarface. Um, I, I don't. You know what I don't like about ET? Because I'll be honest with you, it's nothing really personal on the show. On the show, she just gives me, she's the fucking mosquito on Rolly's BBL. Like, I don't give a fuck about Scarface on the show, right? What I don't like is something about her demeanor reminds me of, like, you know, sometimes when, like in Brooklyn, right? You can go to certain areas, like, okay, I'll give a personal story. My friend lives in one of the housing projects in Van Dyke. Blah, blah. X that out. I did not mean to say the name. Anyway, so at least I'm not going to say my friend's name. But one of my friends lives in Van Dyke, right? I grew up down the block from Van Dyke in Plaza. I mean, only difference is Van Dyke got more buildings, and the people in Plaza know me better than the people in Van Dyke know me, right? So, but I mean, it ain't no same motherfucking difference. But my friend was getting married. So when my friend was getting married, a few times we had to go to the house to do like, I was a bridesmaid. Thank you. Can't really say her name, my girl, for letting me be in my first and only wedding. Hopefully, next time I'll be the bride, right? So in any event, so excited about my bridesmaids duties. Congratulations to my friend. I love her to death. She was actually, I won't say that because then you guys will know who she is. Anywho, in any event, I had to go to Van Dyke a couple of times to meet up so we could discuss things for the wedding. And I don't know, I wish I would have brought them over here. I'm looking dead at them, right? I have like these really, let me see if I can show you guys a picture. I have these really furry white boots that I get every winter. I'm just extra, so I always get them, you know, and at that time, and I still have it, I have a white coat that it was furry too. So, you know, again, just being a nut, right? And I remember that when I would go in Van Dyke, sometimes it would be girls like maybe on a bench or in the lobby. And I remember they would always be giving me the look like, who the fuck is this? And then it would be weird things like they follow you in the lobby, they get in the elevator with you. And again, I'm from up the block. This don't scare me, you know, but they might not know that, you know, and they thinking you trying to be cute, you may be pussy, right? And in the event, I don't know, for whatever reason, E.T. gives me one of those girls. I don't know why. That's some of my own personal shit, right? So I can't even blame E.T. But she just gives me the vibes of one of those girls that will, you know, just do weird shit just off the strength of because you got on white boots. It don't take nothing other than you think you so cute, bitch. Who you think you are? And I don't like those type of women because it's like we could all think we look whatever we want, feel whatever we want. We have that right. I didn't do anything to you, so why are you bothering me? And E.T. gives me that on top of she's so busy, you know, massaging Rolly's BBL that every time Rolly have an issue she take it on. It just irritates me. It irritates me. Not to mention you look nuts. You know, you don't give me, no, I'm lying. I'm not even gonna lie and say she don't put no effort into her appearance. That's what irritates me more is that you can see that she does. and that's her trying. No, E.T. No. But now that's TV, another streaming network. They said E.T. is Beyonce over there. You know, so she couldn't wait to get the Zeus. I remember she auditioned before with the broke leg. E.T. But let me show y'all the boots. Let me show y'all the boots. Look at the boots. Look how sexy she is, girl. I gotta stop showing y'all that picture. Turn me on, get my nipples on, girl. But in any event, you know, that's the type of being cute I be trying to do sometimes. You know, just trying to, sometimes girl, you just gotta show these hoes to let them know. But no, seriously, you know, just having okay, look at her again right there. Yes, bitch. But that's what I mean, right? Colorful, extra. Y'all see me, right? So she just gives me one of those hating ass bitches you might encounter that's hating for no reason. So I ain't got really E.T. to think about, but her and Biggie is at a fake war. So these are the two that got... Oh. All right, so I have to give my disclaimer. Jesus, please forgive me. Jesus, please forgive me. Because you know what's sad about what I'm about to say? If maybe I really knew these two young ladies, I grew up with them and knew them personally, maybe I would like them. Maybe I would like them. But just from the show. Sukihana and Sapphire. Sukihana. I ain't gonna do it. No, I would. I would never. Sukihana. We would never. We would never. We would never. If we were two women who grew up in the same neighborhood, I would have nothing in common with Sukihana. Not one thing. You know. But they enter the chat, right? And they're now on the show. And all they brought was violence, troublemaking, instigating. And what I don't like about Sukihana is you trying to hide it and disguise it under the fact that, no, I want the best for you. Because I'm about women. That really irritates my ass bone. It really does. It really does. Nothing about anything that they have done since they entered that motherfucking group is about sisters or about sisterhood or love or unity or togetherness or trying to be a big sister. And God is very bullyish, is very disrespectful, is very antagonistic, is very violent. I cannot stand them. And Sapphire is filthy. I don't like it. I don't like it. But they are the other two. I have nothing for either of them. I have nothing for either of them. Sukihana got dog walked. She should continue. You are not for the women at all. And the way you treating everybody on that show, going around starting all of these little fires and leaving, going off to your bookings and letting everybody else fight to try to impress you when you get back so you can ask her, did you handle that? And then you go to the other one. Like, it's just too much. And Sapphire, you licking her coochie and being her lap dog, so you carrying out all of her orders so she could be proud of you, which is antagonistic and bullying and jumping. And they are so, they need to be fucking canceled. Both of them. That's so disgusting the way they showed up on that show. And the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the gumption, the notion of Sukihana to say, I'm for women. I'm about sister. What, bitch? I would have never. Sukihana is trash. Sapphire is the bin that she goes in. I can't with either one of them. They look crazy. That everything about them entering that show, and granted, they're there for a reason, but if you're going to say you're about women in your everyday life, then you should not have allowed them to put you on a show and act that way. But that's who you really are. That's who you really are, trash. So no. So that's my character assessment, you guys. I don't want this video to go too long. I do not want to talk about neither one of them filthy Floridians any longer. In any event, I'm watching. Let me know. Are you guys watching? What do you think about Biggie being back? Are you here for Biggie being back? Are you here for ET being a replacement? What did you think about what happened with Saya and why she left? And then I heard she might be screwing Rolly or Biggie or one of those two people. I think that Biggie and T is the two people with podcasts, so they go and talk they ish. If I'm not mistaken, Camilla some type of way got smoked with with Rolly for the reunion. Sky's just as cool as a cucumber. I didn't even talk about my girl. My girl chilling. My girl chilling. Sky is chilling 100%. She's being pretty. She's being motherly. She's being peaceful. She's trying to keep everything together, and she's making jokes. Sky's beautiful on the show. She was beautiful on Black Ink. I love her to death. I saw in a recent video she was with her son. They was in a car riding, so that situation has gotten better for her. So I'm so happy for Sky. Just that sometimes the BB, never mind. Sky, I love you, right? Okay, got it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. You have reached the end of the video, so I anticipate seeing your feedback in the comments about any of these characters I spoke about. If you agree, disagree, see something from a different perspective, if I opened your eyes about something, did I miss something? Let me know. What about, you see what I said about T? Do you totally disagree? Do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Natalie Nunn, I don't want to see her chin at all. I would have loved to see Tommy crazy behind back. That didn't happen. And I'm kind of hot. Stunner Girl left. I love Stunner Girl. That was my niece. She was holding it on the bitches. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like. Make sure you leave your comments because you're here at the end. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you share my video with your friends if it relates to them. Make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. Operation Hill 100 Hearts with the S at the end. And you can also follow me on my personal page, Born BORN _ Bossy BOSSYYYY. It's 4 Y's. Okay. I'm so happy you guys tuned in. It's the holidays. Be safe, be warm. Love you guys, and see you soon.